Hi, I'm R. Daniel Lee, and I'm your treasurer, and it's an administrative position. So I'm going to start off by saying, if you looked at the bylaws, you'll see that in Article 4, Section 5 describes my responsibilities as to collect the dues, maintain our corporate chapter assets, maintain our finances, and do what I'm about to do now is report the status of our finances. So by just kind of reminding this for everyone who's a chapter member that our dues are $20 for 1 year, $40 for 2 years, and if you want to pay for 3 years, it's $60, in addition to the $95 a year international fee. Maintaining assets would be just paying the bills for things like Zoom, our websites, and some of the things that we try to give back to our membership that you can see. With finances, I just maintain a budget, and I'm trying to now for the future, I'm going to try to hold that for each office. I'm going to try to keep each office to a budget, and I'll explain that a little bit later. And I maintain the expenses, taxes, and prepare the statement of information so that we can keep our not-for-profit status. So what I'll report to you is we have a little under $25,000 in our coffers, and this is dollars that is meant for programs and events for the membership. So if you have an idea that will help professional development, let the board know, and we will discuss it, and we will try to make that happen if it seems reasonable. So what we did in COVID, as you heard, is a lot of things that are happening. I moved us from a cost accounting to a double entry system, and that's because we now have accounts payables and accounts receivables, and the simple checkbook method just wasn't cutting it to track our finances. I moved our finances and consolidated them online, which gave us two advantages. We're now allowed to invoice and prepare statements for our auditors, as well as invoice speakers who can give us contributions. And when the auditors do look at our online finances, it gives us a transparency where they can actually see all our accounts. Let's see. We have a number of contributions from our speakers that Patrick spoke of earlier, and we managed to donate to the ISSA Educational Foundation for 2021 and 2022. And that's a foundation that's built scholarships for individuals who are interested in joining our field of information security. So what's going to happen in the future? Well, you heard me talk about the bylaws. We're actually going to revise the bylaws. And the reason why we're going to revise the bylaws is we wanted a voting position of the education director. And so that will be Article 4, Section 9, and Sections 10 through 14 move down to accommodate the role so that we can have an education director specifically to help coordinate education programs for our membership. I tell you this now as a 20-day warning, because next meeting we'll vote on to accept the bylaws, and after that we can nominate the education director formally in August. Our budgets are aligned to the offices for each director, and that's just so that we have a little bit better control of how the money is spent. The last 2 years with COVID actually has been a little bit tough, but we did come out of it okay. Some of the things I have planned for the future is an annual report that will basically summarize what we're saying right here on a yearly basis. So you kind of know what each officer does, some of the happenings of the chapter for the past year. And then, as it was mentioned before, we want to thank SysDig and Howie and the organization for the venue and the lunch, because that really helps us with the finances. And I encourage you to participate. So thank you.